It doesn't matter how boiling the water they throw you into. You turn things around. You turn the boiling water into coffee. You turn the boiling water into coffee. You change things around. Mawufika abangani bakho bahleba ngoba sekukhona wena coffee bean loqobo ngoqobo. They stop hlebing and they start ngoming you and they say you're looking great, my friend. Why? Because you are not an energy vampire, my friend, but you are an energizer. You know, energy vampires are people who suck energy out of you. When you are with them, you are always depressed. You feel like you can be admitted in ICU right now. Those are energy vampires. But in our lives, we need people who will energize us. We need people who, when we come around them, we feel them. They are coffee beans, you know, they make things happen. You become a coffee bean at work. At work, you become a coffee bean. They know when you are in a meeting, solutions are there. Why? Because you are there. At home, when there's a family meeting, they know that when you are there, things are going to be brilliant. When you are in a committee, the committee works well because you are there. At church, when they see you, they know. Why? Because you are a coffee bean. You make things happen. You are not a thermometer. A thermometer measures the room temperature, my friend. But you are a thermostat. A thermostat sets the room temperature. You see, thermostat, my friend, ifika kubanda endaweni, kubanda, mayingena yona ishisiza. I-thermostat ifika kubile endaweni, mangena yona kukhule down kamnandi. Why? Because a thermostat sets the room temperature. So set the room temperature. Wherever you're going, keep setting it. And the more you set it, the more you're taking ownership. You see, when we take ownership, we don't just take ownership of our lives, but we take ownership of the lives of those around us. Which means because we are people of positive influence, they are influenced by the way we think. And if they're influenced by the way we think, then they will be influenced by the way we act. And if they're influenced by the way we act, it means they're influenced by our lives. This is the truth that I always tell people, that there are people who don't have Bibles, or there are people also who have Bibles but they don't read them, and the only Bible they can read is you. You are a walking Bible for them. You give them hope. When they see you, they know it's happening because they know where you come from and they know you didn't die where you come from. You may have gotten a child out of wedlock. You may have gotten a child to seskoleni. That is not a license for you to give up. You are not a mistake. You have made a mistake, but you are not a mistake. Your child is not a mistake as well. And this is the truth that we need to do, is to love our children, give them the power to take ownership of their lives. Let's love them, let's care for them, let's make them to take charge of their lives. Because people who take charge are always in charge. And these things, ladies and gentlemen, they don't happen by mistake. But this is the truth. Most of the time, we fail to take ownership because we are living in an average situation. You begin to bring everything down to normal, down to zero. Everything about you is average. But if you can eliminate the enemy called average, your life will never be the same again. What do you mean, Linda, by average? You find yourself with average friends, having average discussions. Everything is just average. You go to average schools, taught by average teachers, giving you average subject matter. You pass in an average way. You get your average matric certificate to go to an average varsity. And at the average varsity, you taught by average lecturers who give you an average subject matter. Guess what? For you to get an average degree or average diploma. So everything about you is just average. You pass or you get your degree or your diploma, you look for an average job so that you can get an average salary. Everything is average. And guess what? As if that is enough, you marry an average husband or an average wife. Everything is just average. You give birth to average kids and everything is just as if that is enough, you die an average death. In your funeral, we sing average songs. A preacher who preaches at your funeral preaches an average sermon. Everything is just average. Your friends who testify about your life, they testify in an average way. So what an average tragedy